Alright, everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to The King's Speech. So picking up where we left off, we just finished recording the first part of the Monstress video for Volume 7. So I'm going to dive just into the last couple of chapters of the volume in a second here. So I thought I was actually more behind than I was. I thought the Volume 8 had already come out for the series, but apparently not. Apparently Volume 8 is going to be out in November sometime. So we're going to be caught up on Monstress quicker than I expected. That's not a big deal. It means we can dive into some other read-throughs a little bit earlier than I had anticipated as well. So a lot of good stuff to look forward to. Like I mentioned in a couple of the other videos, some Shonen Jump stuff will be dropping today, some tomorrow. So today we got around to Goku Rakugai and Kaiju number 8. Tomorrow we'll get around to Akane Banashi as well as the newest chapters of Spy Family. And then tomorrow I'll also probably try to start the Battle Angel Alita Mars Chronicle read-through. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, I'll probably do a proper channel update with regards to that tomorrow as well. With that said, a lot of great content coming your way next little while. So if you haven't already, please do consider commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, I'm very, very close now to reaching the 169 subscribers I was aiming for. I'm only 3 away from that number right now. So if you'd like to help me out to achieve that goal, that'd be greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let us dive into it with Monstress Volume 7, Chapter 40. So we have back in the Dust Court in the past, you have the Baroness poisoned herself. Jeff, no, that was me. I told her it was medicine. It's a bit bold, don't you think? We used to give the Baroness more respect, seeing as how she was once one of us, and you see that's the Blue Oni talking. And Crom's like, the true Baroness, the original, always recedes near the end. What was left of this particular host was barely tolerable. She complained too much. You have, as would I if I had to inhabit a mortal form. And you have the Red Oni coming in and going, Crom, Tuya has fled. We can't find her in the Citadel. It is like, oh, I know. I already sent trackers. The Endless Daughters always run. And you see Tuya all bundled up and she's making her way through this snowstorm. And you have a gah! And you have, you cannot escape. I am the echo that will consume you. As you see the blue kind of spirit of the Baroness looming over her. And she screams as this clawed hand comes down and grabs her head. And you have Corbin going, Tuya, it's me, you're safe. It's like, no, she's in my head. She tried to take me. And you see Tano walking up on them going, you thought running would save you? Pah! The Baroness was in your blood from the moment you were born. And now the old host is dead and she's resurrected in you. It's like, no, Tano, there's a transfer, a machine. I should have been safe. And he goes, the ancients lied. They always do. You never had a chance. He's like, and Corvin's like, shut up, Tano. And Tano just smacks him with a paw. It's like, ow! It's like, talk to me like that again and I'll take your wings. I trained you both to be more cat and less ancient. Save lives for your enemies, not your friends. And he goes, you need the truth, Baroness. He's like, don't call me that. He's like, I have to. The ghost has you in her jaws now. You're living on borrowed time. What will you do while you still have yourself? And you have at the Dust Court Presente, you have, what will Tuya do? And you see the Red Blue Oni heading to the bats. I assume they have a bunch of attendants tailing them with bath towels and things. It's like, you've noticed the difference, haven't you? It's as if we're becoming new again. It's like, I always thought the Blood Fox has lost his mind, but now, so they are cutting up and eating the other Arcanics to kind of retain their purity, I guess. He's like, oh, disgusting. The waters will have to be purified. It's like, what is that? Why would it be allowed in here? Oh, is that? Oh, that's the fucking beast, isn't it? Holy shit. Oh, man, alright. What the fuck, bro? And you see it going, you ancients are so trifling, and you see that most of the beast has been completely mechanized with this glowing green orb in the midsection, which I suppose is the power source. But the only part that's left is half the face and a little bit of the arm. Is the only biological parts left, it seems. You see a attendant standing nearby with all the armor and the robe having been discarded. And you see it has a long mohawk hair hanging over the face. It's I recognize her voice. She's the Blood Court's emissary, the one they call the Beast. And the Red Oni's like, she's hideous. No wonder she hides in that cloak. And the Beast is like, who wouldn't hide from Dusk Court hospitality? Still, your mountain waters live up to their reputation. I look forward to the day when the Blood Court enjoys them fully. And the Red Oni's like, know your place. It's like, the Blood Court is an upstart, insignificant power, and it will enjoy nothing under our dominion. And the Beast goes, but this is not your dominion. The Dusk Court stole this mountain. You ancients stole everything. And then this world punished you with children. The Shaman Empress was the beginning of your slow apocalypse, was she not? And the Red Oni's like, that is too great an insult. It's like, she's goading you. Come along, sister. This is poultice. Save your strength for the real battle. Oh, this is politics. Sorry, not poultice. This is politics. Save your strength for the real battle. And you see as the Beast is dumping more water on her head goes, yes, Father, as I was saying before we were interrupted, it won't be long before they attempt the awakening. Jeff Crom, that odor, as you see back in his lab as he's spitting back out onto the slab again. At least tell me you were able to pierce deeper into the blood. He's like, alas, no. The Shaman Empress's corpse was equally impenetrable. I had hoped the half-wolf's body being alive would offer more answers. Still, I am fascinated despite her human appearance. The half-wolf's deep structure approximates that of the Wolf Queen, and yet she's only exhibited limited strength and speed. Imagine if she could express the Wolf Queen's full abilities in addition to Zin's. And Aku's like, we're lucky she can't. We'd never have captured her. If you're desperate for specimens, we could study the other old gods who crossed over and bonded with humans, the Mother Superior and her ilk. It would be easy to capture them. It's like, no. Their creation was the Mask's doing, a technology we fully understand. What we must learn is how the Shaman Emperors bonded Zin to a blood inheritance, how Zin retained their form and powers over countless generations. And Aku's like, I'll never understand this obsession of yours. God, what a dick. He goes and just like does a little scratch on Micah's face. It's like, we're immortal. And Crom goes, tell that to Baru. Tell that to the Baroness. Tell that to all the others we lost during the Great War. We are not immortal enough. You and the others are fools if you think we are. Though if you're tired of living, Aku, do let me know. And he just snarls at him. Yes, now pay attention. This prosthetic was transmitting, but I produced an acidic solution to burn out the active components. The Lord Doctor's engineering is far more advanced than I anticipated. It's like he's overly confident, but that means the Blood Court will move on the half-wolf. That's the only reason they're here. And he goes, they will fail. But in anticipation of potential distractions, we will not wait to conduct the experiment. Even if the first attempt is a disappointment, data will be gathered. And you see him just chomping onto Micah's prosthetic arm with like this purple energy and just trying to like bite through and dismember it. And you see outside, you have Ayud, stop flinching, move faster. As you see Dusk Court in a little training area. As you think an enemy will be kind because you're ready, you have Commander. It's like, it's good to have you back. Congratulations on your success. It's like, if you can't fight, then you'll die young, and you know that no one here will care. Is that supposed to be baby Tui, or is that just another child? Oh yeah, it's another baby child that just looks like her. As they're kind of like, poor child's just like shaking as they're doing some sword training. And it goes, fine enough, get out of my sight. Maybe you'll do better. Oh shit, is that supposed to be the next generation of Baroness? That might be, because it looks very much like Tui as a child. Goes, fine, and Tano goes, fine enough, get out of my sight. Maybe you'll do better tomorrow. And Corvin's like, when Tuya was a child, she loved to fight. It's like, my father trained the two previous Baronesses. None were the same. One was a spoiled brat and the other could have been a great poet. I doubt anyone expected clones to be so fickle. And you see as Corvin's talking to him, he goes, so, you're back at the Dusk Court and clearly unhappy. And Corvin's like, I knew you were keeping secrets, Tano, but you've held back more than I expected. It's like, of course. You're hardly loyal, are you? Too much time on the outside. It's like, stop. You helping Tuya with all her intrigues is hardly loyal to the Dusk Court either. We all have questions, concerns. And now my father says people are disappearing from the city. And he's like, careful. It's like, so it's true. What's happened? It's like, bah. Boy, you're reckless, and you surround yourself with reckless people. You're good at fighting, but only a commander because of your family. Telling you anything might as well put a dagger in my back. It's like a not knowing could get me killed. He's like, Ubasti saved me from sentimentality. I should have finished killing you myself back in Ravenna. But, fine. You know your history, how the Blood Fox was exiled for genocide. It's like, of course, and the half-elf claims to have met him out in the sea beyond Theria. It's like, did she now? Well, he believed there was a direct connection between the growing numbers of Arcanics and the loss of ancient powers. Maybe after all these years, some of the ancients have taken up those beliefs as well, but more quietly this time. You have small child, human face, fox ears. I see Batani walking through the streets trying to look for Kippa. It's like, I haven't seen her, but a child like that should stay hidden. These days. Same to you. You look too human for your own good. And Batani's like, Goddess, why did I come back here? And where the fuck are you, Kippa? Corvin will kill me if anything happens to you. And as she's walking down, you see the beast coming out of one of the side passages. And you see some masked people chasing down behind Batani. And the beast bumps into her. And he's like, huh? Where did you come from? He's like, I remember you from the train. Lord Corvin de Oro's sister, the healer. It's like, and you're a Blood Court war master. I heard you screaming at the half-elf from the other ship when we were outside Ravenna. What do you want from me? Hoping to spy? It's like, no, I have extra legs. And you see his Batani's crutches kind of clip into a rock. She trips. It's like, functional, similar to mine, similar to the half-elf's arm. They're yours if you want. My ship's medic can perform the procedure. She said, get away. What a cruel offer. Save your bribes for another fool. If you want information about my brother and the half-elf, ask him yourself. As Batani kind of walks off, the beast looks back at the people that were trailing her, who kind of exchanged some glances and walked off again. And you see as Ren's cuddling with Kip under a blanket. She's like, I've carried it everywhere. I knew I'd see you again. And she presents. And she just gives him the tail that he had to cut off. He's like, all this time, you took care of my tail. I thought it was gone for good. So I'll keep it for a while longer. I don't think I deserve to have it back yet. She's like, oh, where have you been, Master Ren? He's like, trying to do some good. I went to the Federation to deal with some unfinished business. It's like, with the witches? It's like, some Kumeya are spies for the courts, and there was spying that had to be done. I'll need to speak with Corvin about the things we saw before coming here. And you see Atena sitting down with Yvette going, I can't say I enjoy seeing you again. Sophia should have had you condemned instead of enabling your horrific habits and obsessions. And Yvette goes, and you, a spy for the Arcanics, not much of a surprise given your family's politics and predilections, though my daughter certainly would care. She loved you, if I remember. She's like, both of us would be disappointed. It would be a disappointment to Sophia, I imagine. Like, how is she? I assume the Lilium treatments healed her burns? She's like, I wouldn't know. I haven't seen her in ages. I only hope she wasn't in the Orem during the bombing. But what good are you to anyone? How is a half-mad witch who eats arcanic children useful to this mysterious Lord Doctor? It's like, dear foolish Atena, who I eat doesn't matter as much as what I know. And Kip was like, so you see, Miss can wake up. No, and you could help. You're a necromancer. And he's like, you're sure that what you're seeing into her mind, Kippa, it's not just a dream? It's like, no, it feels different, please. It's like, Kippa, I believe you. But Micah's body is still alive. A necromancer only works with the truly dead. It's like, necromancers work with souls, Master Ren, and her soul is lost. I can find her soul. Maybe you can call her back. He's like, you mean right now? It's like, we can't wait. It's like, Kippa, I'll need to see her body. It's like, you can see mine. Miss and I are connected. And you see her just lying down. She starts trying to go to sleep. It's like, please try this first. I don't know if we'll be able to sneak into the lab where they have her. And Yvette's like, scared cat. He's like, fuck you, witch. It's forbidden for necromancers to touch the souls of the living. Hippa, it's a violation. It's like, stop talking, Master Ren. It's like, I'd forgotten how stubborn you are. And he puts a paw on her head and uses the other one to start working his magic. He's like, miss. It's like, miss. It's like, miss. And you see her diving into Micah's dream. She screams out, mother! It's like, Miss, listen to me. And she hears a gasp. It's like, Ubasti, save us. As you see like a projection of Ren making his way out of Kippa, holding on to her. It's like, your goddess is not here. Only the agony. And you see back in the lab, they're trying, hooking up Micah to another machine to do more experiments. As you have the warlord watching, you have Aku going, a rather frail looking creature, yes? I find it difficult to imagine the half-elf with any power. And she goes, if that was true, she wouldn't be here. All these years you knew, didn't you? Just as my mother knew, that the weapon I was searching for was my niece. It's like a weapon is a weapon, dear warlord. That the half-elf is your blood relation should hardly make a difference. It's like I'd like a moment with her, alone. And Crom's like, this is hardly wise, Aku. We're about to begin the experiment. It's like the warlord has no power here. But when the wolf queen wakes, and Crom's like, she'll forgive dawn or dusk. This is all for us. Or this is for us all, sorry. And the warlord's like, God is damned, girl. Your mother was better than me in all things. I hated her for that. But I wish she was still alive. And she pulls out of the sleeve of her robe, she pulls out the little needle that the beast gave her and goes, a gift from your father's people. I don't know if this will kill you or wake you, but I won't let the dusk and dawn have you. You belong to the wolves. And she injects her and walks out, and Tuya's walking with her, or Tuya's watching her from a little observation room. And she goes, wife, you did something just now. Tell me. And she goes, what an imagination you have, Baroness. And don't ever call me wife again. And you have Crom putting on a little mask. So I assume this is kind of like some kind of thing to like peer into her consciousness. So it's got a little mask on with like a little glass visor attached to the one that Micah also has on her face. It's like, I'm opening the connection. And you have the Oni sisters going, are we late? It's like, it hardly matters. I'm certain nothing will come of this, much like Crom's other experiments with his bloodline. And the Raven Queen's like, you're a sour one, Aku. Do you have transferring? It's like, yes, close. Almost inside her. Can feel the contours of her skin. What a strange fit. Inside. Too tight. It's like, but I have you. I have you. Emerge under my power. And you see Zin's tentacle starting to come out of the stump again. It's like, is it possible? Is the half-elf ours? And Aku's like, astonishing. I was wrong. The blue Oni's like, think of all we can do now. And the red one's like, the rest of the world ours, instead of just this measly continent. All those who fled to the other. And you see a surge of purple energy as you have, no, stop! You cannot wake without a mind. You cannot wake without a mind. I am your mind. You will bend to me. I am you. You are me. I control you. And he screams as the explosion just blows apart the machine in his face. And you see Zin's tentacles just like spearing out. It's like, mother, you did it. It's like, no, I'm not in control. I'm not inside. It is just the body. No mind, just the body. Her body is awake. It's like, prepare to fight. I need time to. And you see an E and a shunk as a bunch of Zin's tentacles come and spear out the smaller snakes. And you see Michael looking like all monsters with Zin's tentacles just like all splayed out. As you have chapter 41. You have, once there was a girl who ran away from her mother. She wanted to be free. And you have like this fucking monster looking wolf with like multiple eyes everywhere. I assume this is what like the actual form of the ancient wolf queen looks like. And like this tongue with like a bunch of tentacles coming out. You have, I will wear your skin, daughter. I will wear your future. I will wear you. So, but her mother was a wolf, and wolves always find their children. Remember, a mother's teeth never stop biting, not even when her daughter bites back. You will have no life except the one I permit you. You will have no thought except what I give you. And you see Moriko going, my death was an inevitability. I brought it on myself, and I would not change a thing. And you have poor baby Micah being speared by the wolf tongue and being dragged back as adult Micah's trying to grab on. He's like, no, help me, don't let her take. And the shaman empress looms up behind the adult Micah and goes, will you allow your young self to be devoured? And she's like, I deserve it. I should never have been born. Let her die. She'll only grow up to be awful as she lets baby Micah grow. And she's like, no! He's like, child, stop this. And you see Zin's tentacles coming out and like snagging baby Micah. He goes, do not insist on harming yourself. You are wrong. He's like, wrong? You're what's wrong. You inside me, I'm poison. I'm a murderer because of you. And you. And she tries to like slash her with a fist against the Shaman Empress and her mother. He's like, and you. It's like, yes, you're exactly as I hoped you'd be. It's like, goddess, I hate you all. It's like, no. It's like, I hate you. And she's like trying to scratch at the mark on her chest. And he's like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And you have, stop her, help her. And he's like, I am. By keeping you safe. You are the part of her that matters most. It's like, no, put me down, put me. Oh, and you see poor baby Micah looking at the adult one who's just kind of like completely torn herself apart. Viscera just strewn everywhere. And as the baby just lets her down, she's like, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, please, please. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I didn't mean to hurt her. I didn't know. I didn't know. It's like, don't leave me. Please don't leave me. It's like, I'll be good. I'll be so good. I won't be awful anymore. I won't hurt anyone else. It's like, please, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to die. Oh, God, man. You see both of them just tears streaming down their face. And you see poor Kippa, the baby Kippa, and Ren being like, oh, no. It's like, Ubasti, save us. What is this horror? In the real world, you see screaming as all the Dust Court soldiers are rushing in to try to stop her. And Micah's just spearing all of them with Zin's tentacles and absorbing their life force. Jeff, you must admit there's a certain irony to the situation. Jeff, I agree, Aku. Is a rampage such a terrible thing? An unhinged half-elf really is rather convenient. And if she's so convenient, why are we fleeing? We are more powerful now than ever. Together, separately, we could easily defeat her. And Crom's like, and reveal ourselves? Reveal what we've regained? Fools, all of you. Remember the tenets of our survival. Secrecy, cunning, retribution. We are the only ancients still awake. We must protect those who have gone into the stasis chambers, even if it means killing the half-wolf. And the Dust Queen is like, you miscalculated, Crom. You assured us you would have control. It's a control or simply no reaction at all. I don't understand. I've considered this problem for 1,000 years. There were no new variables. And Aku's like, well, except for that prosthetic arm you bit off, the one that was emitting a strange signal. Oh, and the Warlord's odd visit. And you see the Warlord making her way into the Wolf Queen's chamber, going, wake, my mother. And the Servitor carrying for her is going, the Wolf Queen's body has not yet healed. It's I command you, Servitor. And the Servitor goes, as you wish, Sword of the East. He just grips her, does like tap, 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 and then does 3 gentle taps on the Wolf Queen's heel. And then she, like, her eyes pop open. And you have the Beast watching Micah's massacre. And goes, Father, this was not part of the plan. The injection the Warlord gave the half-elf didn't work. Her mind is still absent, and now her body has gone mad. Have you made progress? And he goes, I cannot yet access whatever is happening inside my daughter. Her memories are now more shielded from me than Zin's ever were, which is unexpected and curious. You have Crom remove the transmitter near her in her arm. And he goes, that is irrelevant to the puzzle. Stop Micah before the ancients destroy her. I am not yet ready for Zin's return to me. And he puts on like a little similar mask to the one that Crom was using. And he goes, get her under control, daughter, by whatever means necessary. You see a boom as the Beast goes in for a punch. He's like, I know you're in there, half-wolf. It's like, look at me. There's nothing left for you to eat. You already took it all. And as she does like the chomps down on the tentacles and goes, Father gave me teeth. Father gave me claws. All made from the bones of an old god. Your weakness. And he uses the claws just rip through the tentacles and goes, and you can't even hear me. Yeah, will the void cannon still fire? It's been several thousand years. And Crom goes, in those thousands of years it has been recharging. It will fire. And the Wolf Queen goes, but you might not live to give the order. Such trouble when wolves sleep. The lambs think they can play. You will not kill my granddaughter. Only I have that right. And the crow goes, she's been unleashed. It's like, if you think that is unleashed, then I pity you. I will not waste the opportunity of the half-wolf's blood because you're all cowards. Cowards who are too afraid to dance with a god, and so you struck down her mind instead. What is the use of power if you will not treat it with faith? And she goes, you will wake her, Crom. It's like impossible. She can't be healed. I love how the Wolf Queen just grabs her tongue, rips it out, and goes, can this be healed? And the Crow Queen's like, you've gone too far. You who benefit so greatly from Crom's labors. And she goes, then fight me, slay me, or be silent. It's like, that one looks like you, but there are no other wolves. It's like, Mother, did Moriko have another? She goes, hush. And you see as the beast like rips it and bites a chunk out of Micah's shoulder and then slashes her throat as well. What? Oh, fucking hell. Alright. So you see in this chamber we have like a bunch of like those like sci-fi like water chambers. You see a bunch of the clones of Tuya all inside the stasis. You have Micah as they keep fighting. Distract the bastards until it's too late. It's like, you're mortal now, Baroness, you soul-eating bitch. No more bodies for you to wake up in. I'm the last. And you see Tuya down there with a flamethrower. She just torches all the corpses, or all the clones. He's like, I'm doing this for you too. Oh, God damn it. And she's tied up the little baby clone that we saw that was getting training from Tano earlier. It's like, let me go. It's like, no, please don't kill me. We're the same. You're my mother. And Tuya's like, we don't have mothers, and we're nothing alike, as she calls her over a railing. It's like, I have to do this. The Baroness will be reborn in you if I don't. She needs to die. It's like, why? It's like, she's not evil, is she? Tuya's like, all the ancients are evil. What they do to us is evil. How they take our minds is evil. It's like, I don't care. I want to live. And you see back on one of the airships that are going away. It's like, I want to live. Do you think the Dusk Court really help us? It's like, they have to. We're Arcanics. We all need... Oh, God damn it. It's like, we all need each other. It's like, hey, what's happening in the city? I hear screams. It's like, shut up and mind your business. You have citizens of Ravenna. We're relocating you to a new home. Oh, they're all going to be used in the experiments, aren't they? It's like, we're relocating you to a new home. You'll have shelter there. Food, water, land to farm. And you see the airship taking off towards one of the dark voids. It's like, Mommy, I don't want to go back into that dark place. It was scary. It's like, we'll be fine. Whatever's in there likes Arcanics. It only eats humans. And he just does like a roar. It's like, and you see the child just giggling. God damn it, man. Oh, fucking hell. And you see as they go through and I don't know if it came out the other end, if it came out on the other side. But you see after it comes through that they've all been drained and shriveled of all their energy. Faces just locked in horror. And you see a bunch of the guards just taking the corpses and throwing it over the sides. And you see Corvin inside one of the places watching, and he just throws up at the sight. And Tano's like, now you know, boy. And he's like, this is madness. Are the ancients truly murdering their own children just for power? And he's like, greed is one of the 4 poisons of the soul, to quote the poets. It's like, what are we fighting for, Tano? If others knew. It's like, no, boy. The way forward has to be subtle. The ancients are too powerful to fight directly, more so now than before. Why do you think Tuya connives as she does? So then why did she destroy Micah? She needs her. And it's like, did she destroy the half-wolf? Did she truly? And Corvin's silent before he goes, I need to return to Kippa and my sister. Java, don't look at me! This is my fault. It's all my fault. I killed them all. And you have, child, calm yourself. Do not despair. Oh, God, man, you see the baby of adult Micah that's like ripped herself apart. Tears streaming down her face as Kippa's leaning next to her and goes, don't look at me. It's like, miss, it's like, Kippa's like, you do not belong. It's like, I do belong here. I've always belonged with you. We're family, miss, even when you didn't want us to be. It's like, isn't that right, Mr. Monster? So we'll put Miss back together again. She's strong, but you're stronger. We can do it. As she goes to baby Micah. It's like, she hates me. I should hate me. I killed my mother. And Kippa's like, my mother ran away from me. I tell everyone she died, but that's a lie. She left, and I think that was my fault. But we'll help each other, okay? We're like sisters. Sisters take care of each other. Sisters love each other. Sisters save each other's lives. I'm gonna save your life, okay? Just like you all saved mine. God damn it, man. Oh, fucking hell. It's getting me right in the fucking gut. Oh, god damn it. But yeah, oh man, you see this absolutely determined look on fucking Kippa's face as she's grabbing baby Micah, and you see Zin behind her cradling, the head of adult Micah. As you see Moriko and the Shaman Empress kind of like just like looking down at them, as you have a to be continued. Ah, oh, shit, bro, that is a hell of a goddamn cliffhanger. Oh, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna wait till the next volume comes out, but yeah, that was damn good. All right. So not much more to say. Again, this was all looks like a lot more setup for the next volume, setup for like the future events, conflicts, everything like that. So we get that the Arcanics are basically, even more monstrous than the others. They're basically eating their own children to regain their power. Not much more than that to say. We see kind of like how torn apart, like literally torn apart Micah is by the knowledge that she's the one that ended up killing her own mother. Like the fact that she locked away the knowledge of that horror because she couldn't deal with it. And you see like how much the self-loathing, like the hatred is tearing her apart inside. But yeah, apart from that, I love how Kippa's kind of like telling her, like, no, we're getting through this for family. That just completely tore me up inside, just ripped my heart up into a million little pieces. But like I said, I'll probably do a proper Volume 7 review at some point. I want to sit with my thoughts on this, write it out so I can kind of get down everything I want to say. But yeah, this was an absolutely solid volume. Definitely, I think, addressed a lot of the stuff I talked about in my in my Volume 6 video, where I was like, I want more answers for what Tuya's past is, like what her motivations and stuff are, more about Zin's past. So I got a lot of answers to those questions. Looking forward to getting more in the next volumes. But yeah, really, really solid. So like I mentioned at the beginning, if you like this comment, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does mean a lot to me. It really does give me a lot of motivation to keep going, to keep creating content like this. So if you like it, if you want to let me know you appreciate it, that's a really good way to let me know. Like I mentioned, I'm only a couple of subscribers away from my current goal right now. So if you'd like to help me reach it, that would really mean a lot to me. Like I mentioned, Kaiju and Goku Rock Guy will be out today along with Monstress. Rest of Shonen Jump will be out tomorrow with possibly Battle Angel Alita. Look forward to a channel update with news regarding that. A lot of good content coming your way. And until next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.